They're so small. Cute. Hi guys, I'm Jonathan Garcia and welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, you guessed it, we're going to be doing an in-depth review on the Rogue Fitness calibrated kilo plates. It's something I've been wanting to add to my arsenal for a very long time, and I am super excited to bring this video to you guys. Thank you guys so much for your patience. There's been a long gap between my last video and this one. Obviously, I'm working as a car salesman now at a dealership, and that is a job that pretty much takes up all my free time. But I'm happy to do these videos for you guys. Again, these videos are coming from a power lifter for lifters. You don't have to be a power lifter to enjoy the content on my channel. You can be a CrossFit, you can lifter, you can just be a starter. The main purpose of this channel is to educate you guys, give you my opinion on equipment that's gonna be worth your money and worth your time, because obviously this stuff is very expensive. So if you guys happen to find this video helpful in making your purchase on some calibrated plates, let me know in the comment section below, and a like and sub would definitely help me grow the channel a bit. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and open up our first box. So let me show you guys real quick how they came. So I've already got a few out of the way, but they pretty much come. It was delivered with through UPS. Now the shipping on Rogue is kind of expensive, so you pay for freight shipping. I thought I ordered like, I don't know, 800 pounds in different increments or whatnot. I thought that it would arrive in a big pallet, but unfortunately they'd arrive each individual in this little box. And I was watching through my Ring. The UPS guy had to carry each one individually. I felt so bad for the guy, but they did arrive pretty good shape. There were a few boxes that were busted to kind of show the weight, but it was mainly the 25 kilos that had kind of got jostled around probably a little bit in shipping. But overall, pretty solid. I mean, it's just a box. I mean, it's no dings really to speak of. But yeah, so this is how they come. So let me go ahead and just open this one here just so you guys see. There's just a little tape on one side. And these, I don't know if you guys have ever lifted on calibrated plates, but coming from my pound plates, it's just like a whole different world because they're super thin. I mean, it's even hard to get out of this little box. But the finish on them, and here we have the sticker here. So you're gonna have two stickers when you see them. The Rogue, it'll say calibrated by Rogue, and then the IPF approved. This is actually to hide the smaller weights inside that they use to kind of dial it in and make it, I believe Rogue claims like within 10 grams of their weight, which is really cool. So you know exactly like, hey, this is 15 kilos. And it is what it is. It's not going to change. So calibrated plates, again, were, I think, a really good investment for me. I've always wanted a pair, so like, why not? A little bit of chip on this one, which is unfortunate, like you saw, and even here looks like a little chip right there, which kind of sucks. But these are going to get dinged up anyway, so it's really not that big a deal. If you're concerned about like perfection on your weight plate, then maybe you might be, I don't know, not lifting on them properly, but it's not a big deal for me whatsoever. This one has a good little chip in it actually, but it still feels pretty solid. I don't imagine that chip or that gouge is really gonna affect the overall weight, and definitely it's not gonna affect the performance of this guy whatsoever. When you're looking at this kind of shipping with this heavy of an object, there's always going to be imperfections, unfortunately. But yeah, nothing to raise a fuss about. So yeah, let's move on. Really cool, smooth finish. I'll take the camera here and get a couple closer shots just so you guys can see. But yeah, that looks really good. So we're gonna set this guy aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up. Now this is another 15. So let's go ahead now. The smaller plates, I'm assuming this is what they are, came in a definitely much more jankier box. But let's open this guy up. You see, like, this is already kind of like half has taped together, which is fine. Again, like I said, you know, the poor UPS guy had to bring these in on his own. So here we have like little, it almost feels like Christmas. Little, these are much more neatly packaged, but of course, like these are lighter. These are my 2.5s here. Let's go ahead and open these up and see how they look. Kind of does feel like Christmas. That's fun. And again, guys, yeah, I've been wanting a set of these forever, and these actually just kind of became in stock. The only thing I wasn't able to get were the super small increments, like the 1.25 kilo, which is not even a pound. But as soon as those do come in stock, I will be snatching those up. Oh, these are cool. These are kind of like in a matte black. Oh, that's weird. It's kind of like a, I don't know, weird kind of, let me show you guys this real quick here. This is actually kind of like a weird finish on that. It looks like grease, but it's not. That's weird. But here's a zoom, like closer look into what they look like. Kind of like a matte finish on this one, which is kind of cool. So it probably just didn't get hit with any matte spray or anything right there, which is odd, but it is what it is. Again, guys, I'm not looking for them to be perfect. These were super expensive, but at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. These are gonna get dinged up and banged up, so I'm not really worried about that whatsoever. All right, guys, everything is here unpacked. I've got my reds already on there. So I ordered 5 sets. So the way that Rogue has it, you can't order just one, you have to order a pair, which makes it easy. That way it takes a little bit of the, you know, small percentage of like error you might have in ordering an odd one. So that was really cool. So yeah, I've got plenty of reds. There's my 20s right there. And I want to show you guys just how the rest of those looked. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm still missing the super small increments, but for right now, that's cool. I want to go ahead and zoom in. So the one that came in like the most damage was going to be definitely the yellows, and it could just be because yellow is the lightest color of the bunch, so it does show like it's that big old chip I was talking about right there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. And then here's the kind of finish. So some of them have different finishes, which is pretty cool. So this one is more like a glossy finish. It looks a little scratched up, but it's all good. And then you have the gloss on the green. I love the kind of vibrancy of the green. The Samsung Ultra, my new phone, is definitely showing a lot more green. It looks like lime green on the screen, but in person it's more of a toned down green. Same thing with the yellow. This is more of a mustard yellow, and it looks like on my cell phone just like a super bright yellow, but definitely just toned down. These are the matte ones that we saw. And then you also have kind of like a matte on the white, which is nice, and I love the contrast with the black and then the white. I love that right there. Then the 1.5s are super cool. Actually, how cool would it be to have all these look like this mirror reflection right here? Oh, I think that's super dope. I'm sure these are my favorite, the small ones. How cool would that be, guys? Like a whole set like that. It'd be a little confusing maybe, like you'd have to take a look at it to make sure, but I mean, honestly, aesthetically, that'd be dope. I don't know how these are gonna hold up. I don't know how they would hold up if like you dropped them, like if they were the big ones like the reds, but oh dude. All right, guys, let's start with the smallest one. Let's see. Now Rogue says that these are accurate within a 10 grams. How cool is that? And let's see. Bam, 125. Let's check out the other ones. All right, so here we have the 2.5. Let's check it out. Everything's been pretty accurate so far. Bam. Awesome. And we got one more to try. Don't want to mess up my scale with the big ones, but I feel comfortable in the knowledge that if the smaller ones are right on the money, then for sure the big ones will be, let's see, 5 kilos. 5 kilos. That is fantastic, guys. So you know what you're getting for your money. You're getting the exact, whatever it says on there is what it's going to be on the bar. Now, I think the biggest takeaway here, guys, after having these things for a few months is going to be just the main focus of practice how you play in the game. So by that means, you know, lifting on pounds but competing in kilos really kind of is against the grain. So I really like having that peace of mind that exactly what I have loaded on the bar in training is going to feel exactly how the bar is loaded in competition. So for me, more than anything, mentally, it really feels like it's a big bonus to have these. Now, a big drawback for most people is going to be the price. These things are extremely expensive for what they are, when you could simply just use pounds that you could pick up at Walmart or at your local Dick's Sporting Goods. But I think for me, it was an investment both in myself and also in my training. And, you know, being the age that I am, 33, I've only got a few good years of powerlifting in me left. So I figured, why not go all out and get exactly what I need. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching the video. That's my take on the Rogue Fitness calibrated plates. Let me know in the comment section below if this helped you kind of make a more informed decision on whether or not to pick some of these up. I totally get the high price tag, but for me and my level of competition, again guys, I really think they were worth it for me. I've been training on them for a while now, and I've seen a lot of gains. It could all be mental, but these things are pretty cool even just to have, and that way you know exactly what you'll be lifting in your training is going to be exactly what you're going to be lifting in competition. There's no differentiating between the two, and I think for me mentally, that's a huge boon. Again guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you did find this video helpful and helped you make a more informed decision on your purchase on one of these, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks again so much for watching guys. Have a good day.